next recent IPO stock that we're covering is one that is my second favorite stock named after a fruit, and that is figs, ticker FIGS. Figs is not a household name, but it's taking the world of medical apparel by storm. The company built the largest direct-to-consumer platform for scrubs and other healthcare clothing, and it's leading the market in the shift to digital. As a result, the company markets and sells 98% of its products, on its e-commerce site or via the mobile app. Now, what makes figs so disruptive is if you think about medical clothing, a lot of folks describe those as notoriously ill-fitting, uncomfortable, baggy, boxy, and lacking in design and functionality. Basically only focused on performance. But back in 2013, Heather Hansen and Trina Spear started the company. They made some form-fitting, comfortable scrubs that they sold directly to healthcare professionals out in the hospital parking lots out of their cars. So this is obviously an industry that was ripe for disruption. And to give you kind of a big picture, between 2017 and 2020, Figs grew its revenue at a compound annual growth rate of 146%. Now, last year, revenue growth, surged 138%, and the company was already profitable. Now, this year, it has slowed down just a little bit. Net revenue was up 58% in the second quarter, and the company has generated a loss so far this year, but the majority of that is the result of expenses related to its IPO. So if you adjust that for these one-time expenses, net income actually grew 48%. Its customer base is growing. The number of active customers is up 79%. The company has 164 million in cash and no debt. This is another recent IPO stock that I bought that I was pretty interested in when I first read about it. And one of the things that really stands out is the fact that its customers are ambassadors for the product. They are, it's a cult favorite among people that wear fig scrubs. So this is one where, the word of mouth is really driving use of the product, and one that I'm pretty excited about.
So I know we're running short on time, but I have to chime in on figs. So my wife is currently doing a 12-hour shift running a COVID ICU. And not a week goes by where an envelope from figs doesn't show up on our doorstep. This is a massive opportunity. I made the mistake when I first looked at the IPO of thinking this was kind of a niche product. There are about 10 million healthcare workers in the US and 59 million worldwide, and they order scrubs much more often than you might think.